IHWA Premier League is proudly brought to you by Shatterguard.com.au, Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes, and CD Dodd, scrap metal recyclers.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Coburn Ice Arena, south of the river, for another big round of Perth Premier League ice hockey action, all thanks to our great partners at CD Dodd. We're in the penultimate round of home and away matches. The road to September is nearing its end and finals are ever closer. And tonight, we kick things off with a rematch from last week. The BlackHawks taking on the Vikings for a second time in 7 days. If once isn't enough, twice is always just as nice. The BlackHawks and the Northern Vikings on the Coburn Ice Arena this time, and it's a game that possibly could be a psychological edge for both teams before the finals in September, so expect this game to be completely different with finals on the horizon. My name is Paul Persick. As always, it's a great pleasure to have your company. Apologies for the slightly raspy voice, and no, it is not COVID. I'll be fine. But it's all about the action tonight. These stars on the rink will deliver you some of the best entertainment possible in the CD Dodd Perth Premier League, and it's live, free and in HD on Front Row Screen Sport, your number one in 2021. The BlackHawks, they are in fourth and they cannot get third place, but they need to hang on to fourth place and a finals berth. They're currently on a record of 3-9-4 and only have 10 points from their 16 games. The Vikings, meanwhile, they've got a game in hand and they've got a better record of 6-5-4 with a goal difference of just -3 and 16 points from their 15 games. As we take a look at that Vikings side, last time they met the BlackHawks last week, they were simply ruthless in that 3-0 win last week, especially when they outshot the BlackHawks 46-22 last week. So they'll be looking for a repeat of that, maybe get up to 50 shots on target, but who knows what might happen in this game. The BlackHawks, they tried to play the slow tempo game, if you will, but backfired due to that quick fire pace of the Vikings wingmen and attackers. They backed it up with goals to Hamilton, Moffat and McDonald, and having, as I said, outshot the BlackHawks 46-22 and took charge in that attack all night. The BlackHawks, they need to strengthen their attacking play, as it has been a concern for the past 2 months, and hence their position on the ladder and in the context of this season. The lack of goals, meanwhile, has been a real concern for the BlackHawks. They need to play the puck with better tempo and more aggression at it. Williams and Kazala, they have to get closer to the biscuit if they want those chances inside the slot. The defensemen, in the meantime, from Sack and Woodman, need to ease the pressure on Charlie Smart, because he's had to work hard for plenty of saves in the last couple of weeks, especially when they're failing to safeguard the defensive slot that the Vikings repeatedly penetrate when they enter that offensive house. The Vikings, on paper, however, they should be scoring more than last week. They have multiple targets in the house, and if they get close to Pudler in the slot, the second chance tip-in could be theirs 9 times out of 10. Face-off dominance, too, has been essential for the Vikings all season, and their face-off formation on the defensive zone allows those defensive turnovers, and so they have to take control of that puck drop. The BlackHawks, they would have to do the same as well. Perth Premier League, as always, thanks to our title supporters at CD Dodd Scrap Metal Recyclers. We thank them for coming on board, and of course Shatterguard, supporters of the power plays, manufacturing German roller shutters since 1989, and of course our media broadcasters for season 2021. Front Row Screen Sport, your number one in 2021, broadcasting local sport and also the best LED screens here in WA. Don't get no better than that. And if you want the best LED screen in the business here in WA, just get a hold of Matty Williamson and the crew, and they will do a good service for you. BlackHawks, led by Jason McMahon, and the Vikings under the tutelage of Sean Cookson, about to get into their huddles now for what is going to be a very important game for both these teams. As I said, the Vikings third, the BlackHawks in fourth. The Vikings have got third place safely in their keeping, but keep in mind they have to play twice this week because round 23 is a unique one. As a result of a lost game due to the COVID lockdown earlier this year between the Vikings and the Flyers Blue, they have been scheduled to play on Sunday night at the Perth Ice Arena. We'll keep you up to date as far as that game is concerned over the next 48 hours or so. So it sets up for a very unique round of 3 games rather than 2. BlackHawks on your screen there. Young Jason McMahon giving his charges the final message before they head into battle for what is going to be a crucial game here at the Coburn Ice Arena. The atmosphere, once again, is nothing short of electric here, ladies and gentlemen. Those watching at home, whether it be right here in the great state of Western Australia, anywhere in the nation or around the world. With that in mind, we do send a special shout-out to those in Victoria and New South Wales doing it very tough over there with the recent COVID lockdowns as well. And at least we're able to provide you a great slice of sports and entertainment that the eastern states have been deprived of in the last month and a half. Vikings getting ready to head to battle in their positions, led by their new captain, David Kudla, who has really sparked the Vikings into some really good form in the last month since he was appointed captain. The BlackHawks are just taking a bit longer now. They're starting things off will be McDonald, Cooper, Kudla, Humiston, and also Jon Levesque. And Dylan Dewar, once again, will be tending the net. For the BlackHawks, Kazala will start off along with Hillier, Sack, and of course Charlie Smart on the net. Humiston and Kazala will start things off in this round 23 opener. The penultimate round of home and away games for season 2021 is go. Both teams bustling hard to get that puck under control. And it comes to the BlackHawks offensive zone, but Humiston and Kudla combining to get it out of there. Levesque on the defensive wing. They get it back to Humiston, roaming free. They playing the tempo game right and early. Line pass turned over by Cooper, immediately releasing McDonald. Just past the defensive goal line. McDonald just losing his footing there at the wrong time. And now they can get things going here. Sack, good block. Hillier finds Sack on the outer wing. Does he go back to Hillier? He does. Backhander into the net. No! Forced behind the goal. Very good defensive play by the Vikings right at the last line. McDonald. Open ice pass towards the goal line was intended for Levesque. Here's Shade along with Levesque. And the BlackHawks again getting that chop out in defence. Kazala has it. Cross ice pass, almost a blind one, but taken in by Tomic Sack. Beautiful cross ice pass to the open space of Hillier, but he's safeguarded in the slot by two Vikings defenders. Shot off the left-hand post. Vikings will rebound on the defensive end. Progressing through the first couple of minutes in this game. CD Dodd scoreboard as the puck goes over the Vikings bench reads 0-0 in the first few minutes. No team has had a shot on target thus far, but both teams going in at a much more frantic pace compared to what we had last week over at the Perth Ice Arena, where the Vikings had most of the attack and the BlackHawks were trying to slow it down and take the Vikings off their game. That didn't work, but it looks as though they've had a look at it over the last week or so and are starting to really put the aggression on. Puck back to right point. Chalaru goes for the slap shot, but didn't get all of that one in, and it's now taken in by Sedenko. He's under pressure now from Whelan. Pushes it forward, out to Campbell. Outside the house. McCauley, lovely backhander. On to Jackson now. Chopped off by Campbell, who tried to go for the second chance tip in, but it's off the post, and now the Vikings are away. It's out there to McCauley, but just lost his footing at the wrong time. Campbell, he can go to Whelan. He elects to go for the shot outside the mid-slot, but to no avail. Jalaru, blind pass to Piefer. He gets pinned to the boards by Whelan. A nice side check. Zdenko's now onto it. On the defensive wing, lovely backhander. Finds Jackson. He got that pass in from McCauley. Now it's behind the goal line. The two number 16s going at it. What can the Vikings do to push themselves out of this defensive situation? They penetrate the middle. Nice frontal check there by a BlackHawks defenseman. That was Davidson. And, McCauley looked to have tripped up one of the players, but the referee says, get on with it, and there will be no penalty. Zdenko, taken out of it. Brilliant defense by the Vikings, but the BlackHawks still have it. Kazala off the pads of Dewar. And now the Vikings have it again out of the defensive zone. They went to Knappman, but again Kazala sets up the turnover. Can he go for the shot again? No, he elected to go to Minson and Cuthbert. Cuthbert just couldn't get control of that one from the outset. Along the boards now, Kudla in the defensive zone has the space to break to. Kudla through centre ice, in attack, from the corner, goes cross ice. Bypass Jackson there, but rebounding that one is McDonald. McDonald finding Jackson again. Good control, keeps it in front, goes back to McDonald on left point. Hard slap shot, but to his left. Charlie Smart making a nice save. First real opportunity on target for either side in this game. You can see the bottom of your screen there, Sean Cookson going to the BlackHawks bench there. Got a slight delay and we'll be back underway. Humiston pushes forward. Levesque from the edge, doesn't get it. But he'll take that rebound offensively. He goes to the right point, finds Spencer, long slap shot, but just off to the right post. Levesque and Jackson, rebounded by the BlackHawks. 2-on-1, Sack in front. Can he keep it under control? He does. Open ice pass towards the defensive zone of the Vikings. Kudla will come up to meet it now. Can he get it across to a target? He hoists it to the advantage of McDonald, but it was chopped off by Hillier. Kudla gets it back. Takes possession and breaks clear. Fake the cross-ice pass. Beautiful backhander towards Levesque. From right point. Cross-ice intended for McDonald? No. He'll get it on the rebound. Nice back check inflicted by Chalaru. Physical pressure well and truly showing in the early goings. McDonald. Backhanded cross-ice pass. Humiston breaking free from the centre of defensive ice. But again, the BlackHawks capitalising on these turnovers, but not to the maximum extent. McDonald from the right point. Tried to go for the backhander, but Humiston got a handle on it. But now he's being hounded there by Williams. Forced back. The BlackHawks now have the puck on that defensive zone. Here's Campbell. Got a bit hesitant with it. Piefer onto Levesque. Good control by Levesque. Goes cross-ice in the direction there of Jackson. Jackson trying to penetrate the slot here. Piefer. Oh, that's a fresh area there, or was it a fake? They still have it. McCauley outside the house. Goes for it. Just passing the right post. McCauley going down low, but inside the crease. Charlie Smart. Another marvellous save from him. Well, Charlie Smart may keep on getting these very good saves, but what really needs to be done is the BlackHawks, they just need at least one or two extras inside the slot to safeguard the doorstep and ease up the pressure on Charlie Smart. He's really had a few big outings, but the pressure's really been on him in the last couple of weeks. Kazala winning the face-off this time. He pushes back to the defensive goal line, but one-on-one, Williams got frontal, a big check on there, but he got it out to Kazala. Good control by Kazala, but even better, the defence by Piefer. Nice stick checking from him. He goes for the slap shot from way out yonder. Off the pads of Smart. Sedenko from the defensive zone. Gets it through the wing. McCauley. Again from way out yonder. And again Smart keeps it in front of the crease with the stick. In the direction of Whelan. Turned over Sedenko. Wrist shot towards the slot. McCauley looking to rebound. Cuthbert does well in turning it over. Campbell. He goes for it. The pressure was well and truly on there. Applied by Piefer and onto the net above. At the first 7 minutes of this round 23 clash in the CD Dodd Perth Premier League, as we take you to the CD Dodd replay of that last shot. Just the way the BlackHawks were able to move it seamlessly in that passage. Campbell, he did have an option on the right-hand side of your screen to open up space inside the slot, but Campbell went for it himself. And he just had a little too much zing to that zang. Vikings again have it their way. Intended for Kudla, but those blind passes could kill you in the early stages of this game. Kazala with the open ice pass towards the offensive goal line. Davidson barges his way past, but Natman, the rookie for the Vikings side, will get it back. And it's Miles now. Beautiful pass. Angel long from way out yonder, got taken out by Kazala. But he gets right back up. Natman from the outside, but just past the right-hand post. And Court tries to penetrate the slot. Kazala, defensive rebound, turned over. Jackson. That ricochet there off Davidson. Jackson with a second chance. Doesn't get it this time. Jackson from the corner. What can he do? Oh, the tip-in was almost there. But Kudla rebounds it from right point. Goes for it. Behind the goal line now. Kazala looking to apply the pressure there on the number 12. They can't be separated. Vikings and BlackHawks teammates interject themselves into this little scramble And the referee will put a stop to it. It was very tight in the early going, but none of them could be separated when chasing that puck down. 11 minutes to go in this opening period, this first game of round 23. CD Dodd Perth Premier League. We're glad you can join us, whether you're watching in Western Australia or throughout the nation or anywhere around the world on Front Row Screen Sport, as it's taken in brilliantly there by Grover. Sack opens it up to Williams from left point, goes for it. Oh, it ricocheted there off Humiston. Williams gets it back, but got a taste of his own medicine. No call by the ref. Sack penetrates the slot, but to no avail. The shot just over the post. Lovely cross-ice pass. Levesque with the advantage, goes for it off the pads. A smart, great save. And now that's put the pressure back on the BlackHawks now. They've got it locked in inside that offensive zone. Cooper lobs it up back towards Humiston, but he couldn't get the tip in time. Sack, lovely 360, but couldn't outsmart Levesque on that one. Inside the slot, Smart down low with another good save inside the crease. That opening when Levesque was able to go past centre ice unopposed and get the puck inside the slot, again, is typical of that Vikings attacking method of play that they have used thus far. And the physicality really showing as Humiston got pinned to the boards pretty hard. They move it on through Kazala and Sack. Lovely pass by Sack onto Williams. Williams got taken out there, nearly a head-high hit. And that's what you'd want in these high-pressure games. Kudla now dishes it out. Gets the puck back in his possession. Kudla goes along the wings now. Levesque, beautiful cross-ice pass. McDonald moves it on quickly to Humiston. On the edge of the doorstep, back to McDonald, off the gloves of Smart. Humiston, cross-ice. Well, it was easily a blind pass because he was going for 3 BlackHawks guarding the slot. And now the puck roaming free in control from Kudla. McDonald, under pressure from Hillier, but he got the backhander in time. Kudla gets it again. McCauley, turned over. Hillier was able to get that one out. Open ice pass from way out yonder. That was by Sack. And now Cooper. Cooper directing the play again. Goes to the outer wing. McCauley on the edge of the doorstep with the backhander, but a little too much on that one. McCauley to the offensive goal line. What can he do? Cuthbert rebounds it outside. Well, he faked it and was able to get that one back. Plays it to the outer wing. Whelan just out of his reach. Piefer tried to go for the open ice pass, but Cuthbert safely guarding the defensive wing. Poor pass, turned over to the space of McCauley inside the slot, but it was well guarded by 3 BlackHawks defenders. One of them was Whelan, but he got taken out by Spencer. Spencer goes for a second chance, tipped in by Jackson. No, doesn't get it. Campbell got pinned to the sideboards there, no call. Referees have done a good job so far, been consistent with the call so far this season. Tonight, I must say, they're letting the players get on with it with minimal disruption. Fans who have really come in droves this evening want to see some great action, and they have certainly come for it with another great crowd here at the Coburn Ice Arena. Referee's made the penalty call. He's got the hand up. And it's on. It is on inside the slot. Jackson and Cuthbert, the 2 number 16s going at it, and fists are flying. Good God almighty, they are not letting up. And Cuthbert takes down his opponent. My goodness. And the referee's separating the players. Plenty of anger in this one. And the fans giving Cuthbert a little round of applause, but goodness gracious me. Tension really evaporating between the two. And the referees will deliberate, and no surprise will send one player to the penalty box, the number 16 for the Vikings. So with that, that'll be the first of the Shutterguard power plays for this evening. But my goodness gracious me. Wasn't that a vicious punch-up or what? Certainly expect the unexpected in the Perth Premier League as we go to the CD Dodd replay. This is what happened. As you see on the left-hand side of your screen, that's when the brawling started, after the penalty call, and then they went at it hammer and tongs. And there you see the takedown was applied by Cuthbert. I have to say, if this was a proper UFC match, that would have been Cuthbert the winner. And it might have been a TKO or a stoppage, but who knows? I'm no UFC judge. Referee's still deliberating. The clock has continued to run. And we have 6 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard at the time of this delay. Still 0-0 if you're just joining us for the first time. What's going on here? It looks as though the number 16 for the Vikings, he's out of the game. I think he's being sent off for the remainder of this game. Yes, he has. And number 3 for the Vikings is going to take the 2-minute penalty. So we've got a player ejected from the game. Sensation here at the Coburn Ice Arena after that brawl between the two number 16s of the teams. And the Shutterguard power play will be in effect. The clock has continued to run, as it usually does in first and second period intervals in these PPL games. 20 minutes continuous time, and then 15 minutes stoppage time for the third and final period each game, including finals. Players will now gather in their positions to get the match restarted now. And it'll be on the BlackHawks attacking zone, and the BlackHawks will be happy with that. As you can see there, far away, a nice little embrace there with Kazala and Levesque. Very sporting indeed. As we're about to get this one underway yet again after a long delay. BlackHawks have it under control. It's now inside the slot. There's a scramble. The puck comes out to the path of Hillier. He gets it back now. Grover, the captain of the BlackHawks side. He gets it out. Kazala, did he get a little push in there by Levesque? He follows that up with another hard back check. Takes the puck back. Cross ice to the captain, Kudla. He goes for it. Inside goes Smart. And again! Whoa, my goodness. Levesque got pushed down pretty hard there. And the referee's just having a talk with him. Goodness gracious me. Williams and Kazala having a chat with the referees. As we see on the CD Dodd replay, Levesque came in hard there, tried for the second chance tip in, and there you go, my goodness. Levesque got shoved to the ice pretty hard indeed. Levesque gets that one out to the slot, but it's safely guarded. Atomic sack, as this power play is still in effect. Already a minute has been chewed up. Campbell pushes it forward, out to Sack. Goes to the middle of the house. Hillier will get this one off the boards, but he's under pressure from Pieper. Pieper flicks it out now to centre ice. Referee waving off the icing call now. Grover with 3 and a bit minutes to go in this opening period. Still 0-0, but it's been a pretty heated start in this matchup between third and fourth. Williams goes along the wings, fires it off to Kazala, but he misread it. Grover once again will take possession of that one from defensive ice. This time he's going to fire it out to the inside wing and find Hillier. Hillier gets that one chopped off. That was by Captain Kudla. McDonald fires it back onto the defensive zone. Pieper is in the right path and then in the wrong path as the power play is killed off. Back to 5-on-5. And again, more hard checking onto the sideboards there by both the teams. Shaden Humiston, collected by Spencer. Goes with the backhand to the path of Humiston. Forced behind the goal line. It comes back to Spencer inside the slot. Cooper looking for that tip in, but couldn't get it. On the goal line now, Sedenko from defensive ice. Opens things up. Cooper. Ooh, just bypassing Spencer there. He couldn't get that one to go. No icing call made with less than 2 minutes to go. Sack. Goes out to Davidson from way out yonder, just bypassing the right-hand post. Upton turns that one over. Spencer once again fires it off to the path of McCauley, but he couldn't get that one. He does on the second attempt, but gets checked hard there by Shade. Williams along the defensive wing now. The BlackHawks again put under pressure. McCauley On the centre of the house, doesn't get it. Zala with the backhand, but it's turned over. Spencer, cross ice to Macaulay. Oh, he almost got a coat hanger there on the slot. Williams and Spencer jostling each other in that, and again it is on. This time Macaulay getting involved, and it's another punch-up. My goodness gracious me, Williams getting involved there as well. Macaulay's got the helmet off. Good God almighty. That's 3 punch-ups we've seen now in the first 20 minutes. The crowd making noise over that, but my goodness. And we'll have another delay, and by the looks of things, that may be the last of the action in this opening period. Goodness gracious me. That's Macaulay. He's being sent to the box. And the clock continues to run, and by the looks of things, that may end the first period right there and then. Referee's deliberating over this situation. Another Shutterguard power play in effect. The clock will be at the last 10 seconds, and that was Davidson who was involved as that BlackHawks player. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. A very controversial and heated ending to the first 20 minutes of this game between third and fourth. No score on the board, but very high-tempered and high-paced. This game in round 23 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. 0-0 between the BlackHawks and the Vikings. We'll take a break, and we'll be back at the Coburn Ice Arena very short.
Shutterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shutterguard.com.au.
Welcome back to the Coburn Ice Arena. We're just hot off the heels of a very heated and temper-filled first 20 minutes between the BlackHawks and the Vikings in this round 23 clash in front of what is a very jam-packed Coburn Ice Arena. The bleachers are nearly filled to the max, as we see on the CD Dodd highlights of that first period. The heat really wasn't on, but the tempo certainly was, as both sides moved the puck with ferocity and aggression, which is what both teams needed to do after last week's game, where the Vikings outshot the BlackHawks 46-22. It's a little more even after the first 20 minutes. And then in the last 5, that's when it really all kicked off. And by God, did it kick off. 3 brawls in the space of that time. And one of the Vikings players, number 16, he was sent off. He's out for the remainder of the game. But also 2 more players in the penalty box at the end of the first. And referees still deliberating over that as well. And what was a very controversial and heated finish to the first 20 minutes of this game, and that overshadowed how much shots on target both the BlackHawks and the Vikings had, because both sides started well, with the likes of Whelan and Williams moving the puck freely. Kazala contributed well, and also Tomek Sak manning the BlackHawks defence steady, but also for the Vikings, Kudlap led them well in turning the puck over whenever the BlackHawks got that entry going, like this one here. Just the way Sedenko guarded Kazala as that second option and forced Campbell to go for that false shot shows a really strong Vikings defence that they've got at this time, as we take you back live. And hopefully, for the love of Pete, the heat would simmer down, and hopefully we'll get some more action. for the next 20 minutes of this game. We know fighting and brawling is all the norm at any level in ice hockey, but my goodness, there's always that. There's always that element of, what is it really, And there will be a 2-minute penalty for Macaulay, as we see on the scoreboard. Still a slight delay. 8-5 shots on target in favour of the Vikings in the first period alone. We didn't get many action in the last 5 or 6 minutes of that because of the 3 brawls and how heated it was at the start. My goodness, was it ever heated in the first 20 minutes. Glad that you're joining us live on the Front Row Screens Facebook page and on the YouTube Facebook page on this Friday night. First of our 2 games for tonight. And remember, there's a 3rd game that is on a Sunday night. The Vikings, they're having to play again against the Flyers Blue. We'll keep you up to date on that one in the next 48 hours or so. McDonald and Kazala to start things off. Remember, 5-on-4. Second period will start with as Macaulay's in the box. Still a slight delay, with a couple of players being sent there. Hopefully we'll get a start very soon. Referee's got the hand up. 8-5 shots on target in favour of the Vikings, but on the goals, still 0-0. As the second interval, 20 minutes gets underway, Levesque looking for the short-handed one immediately. Wide of the left-hand post and trying to go to the far right point. Sack plays it wide. Finds Grover. And now they've got the breakout going. Zala. Williams. Beautiful cross-ice pass opening up some space now to Whelan. Oh no, that's Grover, that is. Grover takes it to the right point. Sack, his shot. Well blocked by McDonald. McDonald plays it along the wing to Grover. Lovely cross-ice pass to Zala. That's well executed. They're just needing to follow a few of them up a little bit more. Grover gets it out now to a teammate in Hillier. And his shot, well saved by Dylan Dewar, who hasn't had the puck go down his end that often in that first period, but he made a really good save there inside the crease. The action will get underway once again. Face off even Stevens in that one. Defensively manned by Kudla. Outclassed in that one-on-one there by Kazala. Beautiful 180. Puts it back to the point. Grover goes bang. Nobody home. Inside looking for the tip in. Was Williams, but to no avail. Hillier absorbs the impact from Natman. Kazala from right point plays it along the line. Hillier again under pressure from Kudla, and again Hillier wins it. He's going to go cross-ice to Williams, but he found himself in a 3-on-1 scramble. Open ice pass, a long one there by Humiston. No icing call made as the power play is about to be killed off. Seconds ticking away on that Shutterguard power play, and it'll be the second one that'll be killed off in a row, as there is no score on the board at the moment. Sack! Plenty of height on that wrist shot. But that went onto the net above, and we'll have a face-off. In the early minutes of the second period. Still no score, but plenty of tension and heat in this game thus far. We're glad you can join us live on Front Row Screen Sport, wherever you may be. Let us know where you're watching from in the meantime. Anywhere around Western Australia, this great nation, or anywhere around the world. As the Vikings again build it up. They play it along the wing. Jackson, oh, he absorbed the check there. That's he against Campbell. And there's a bit of holding on there. And again, a few fists flying before the referee put a stop to it right away. And it'll be another penalty. And this time against the BlackHawks. And so it'll be Campbell. Campbell not too happy with that one. Letting the ref know about it, but the referee was in a good spot to make the call. And so the Vikings, they've got it where they want it. And they'll also have a 5-on-4 advantage. Be taken on the outer circle on the attacking zone for the Vikings. 5-on-4 their way. Humiston plays it back to Kudla. Takes it to the right point. Cooper back to the captain. In Kudla, can he manufacture a chance? Levesque from the corner. Cross ice to McDonald. Being forced to slow it up a bit. McDonald up against Chilaru. He flicks it out. Sack. Sack manning it on the defensive zone, looking for an opening. Open ice pass towards the line. The icing call waved off. Out of defence goes Cooper. What can Cooper do? Plays it off to Humiston. Humiston and Sack going at it. Great speed by Humiston. Goes towards the slot, but he's forced back. Levesque. Right-hand point. So he changed direction, keeping it in front. Beautiful pass on to McDonald. Went for the slap shot right away, but didn't get all of it. Levesque looking to manufacture a chance inside the slot again. Hamilton, great backhander to the captain. Kudla looking for the tip in was Cooper. And again down low, Charlie Smart. Inside the crease and getting a nice round of applause from his BlackHawks teammates. And with every stoppage, more penalty time is being chewed off. At the moment, both are 0 for 2 respectively in the penalty situations. Let ourselves another face-off with only 20 seconds left for Liam Campbell's penalty. Spencer flicks it out. And it's back behind the goal line. Cooper plays it back to Kudla. From centre point, goes for it. Looking for the tip in there was Jackson. He got bumped off it by Williams. Down low goes Smart. It's rebounded by the Vikings now. Kudla. Again from centre point, but he just lost control of it. Will he regain it? Pushes it in front. He does. Well done by Captain Kudla for the Vikings. He fires it off to Jackson. From the goal line. Opens it up. Zdenko shoots. Ricochet off a few BlackHawks defenders. Kudla again plays it wide to Jackson. On to Miles. Backhanded by the BlackHawks defence. That's a good effort from them. Kudla keeps it under control. Captain has really led from the front. Zdenko loses control. Shade plays it behind the goal line. Off the end boards now. Miles. Spencer flicks it off to Miles. Well played, but he was stopped in his tracks by the gloves of Smart. Smart making a very good save under pressure indeed. Still 0-0 at the end of the first period. 8-5 shots on target in favour of the Vikings. But the BlackHawks have really pegged them in the first couple of minutes. But then the Vikings, in the last 3, have locked it in their attacking zone and they've played it well with some great turnovers. McDonald. Backhander, turned over. Williams and Campbell. Campbell's pass, turned over. Kudla rebounds it to the outer wing. Levesque. Backhander's blind, turned over. Davidson and Cuthbert, another blind pass. And it's recovered by the Vikings. Williams on to McDonald. Into the sideboards, both of them. Williams goes down. Referee not waving the hand. Good call. McDonald again has the puck at his disposal. He goes cross ice. Picked up by Zdenko. No, just wide of the post. Inside goes Cooper. It's a no avail. In those chances, the Vikings are getting closer and closer, but they're not getting it to the back of the net. The BlackHawks haven't had as many chances in the second period. Nice and call made on the BlackHawks defensive zone, but it's going to go completely the other side. And a face-off on the outer circle of the BlackHawks attacking zone. In the meantime, turn up the volume and enjoy all the sights and sounds. The CD Dodd Perth Premier League here at the Coburn Ice Arena. Sights and sounds of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League as that icing call is made on the Vikings defensive zone. And it'll go all the way back to their attack. And that last penalty before we went to the sights and sounds successfully killed off. That was the Vikings' second one that they killed off earlier. And also the BlackHawks have killed off 2 as well. And McDonald and Kazala will do battle again. And referee delaying the face-off momentarily, but we'll get things underway yet again as we're at the halfway mark of this second period. Kazala flicks it back, but again the Vikings keep it locked in. Pudler and Jackson, they've set up some good plays the majority of this second interval. Puck bypasses Jackson, onto Sack now. Pudler goes for it from long. Couldn't get that one to go. McDonald off the boards, finding Spencer. And Sack. Good composure to turn that one over. It was just outpaced there by McDonald. Finds some space in the slot. Shoots, and a good save, Smart. Charlie Smart's had a few good ones today. 9.5 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. BlackHawks safely guarding the slot there. Williams and Cuthbert penetrating the mid-slot and protecting Charlie Smart from that long shot towards the net. Puck finds its way to Natman. Good movement by Cooper. Keeping in front now. Onto the attacking zone. Cooper went for the cross-ice pass. Denko goes for it, but ricochet off a BlackHawks player. It comes out to Campbell. Where can they use it from? Campbell wheels it in nicely with the one hand, but gets side-checked by Natman. That allows Denko to play it out of the defensive goal line, and now they're away. Levesque finds some space. He shoots. And again, Charlie Smart saying, no, thank you, I'll have it. And we'll have ourselves another face-off on this occasion. 8 minutes to go in this second period. Kazala flicks it forward, but only as far as Kudla for the Vikings. Inside, McDonald, where can he go for it? Turned over by Campbell. Has 2 targets. Goes with the backhand to Cuthbert. And on the gloves of Dewar. Again, that was a fine transition play out of the face-off from the BlackHawks, from defence into attack, just like that. Would have been rewarded with a solid team-lifting goal. If not for the quick reflexes of Dylan Dewar. Another face-off. McDonald wins it this time. Plays it back, Kudla. Miles. One of the new players for the Vikings side tonight. Kudla tries to sweep it out of the defensive zone, but to no avail. And some call made. What's this doubleheader? All part of another big weekend on Front Row Screen Sport, your number one in season 2021. We'll tell you more about that a little later on. The shot came in from Sack. We're just wide of the left post. Sack takes it back now to Grover. Went for the slap shot from left point, but couldn't get that one in time. And now the BlackHawks have got a chance here, but it was a blind pass to the safeguarded defence of Miles and McDonald. Miles plays it to his right-hand side towards Kudla, but the referee stopped that play in its tracks, ruled offside. A rotten bit of luck there for the Vikings. They look to have had a really good opportunity to manufacture a goal, but not to be in this instance. So it'll be by the blue baseline where this next face-off will occur. Humiston wins it out, flicks it out to Jackson. Jackson gets checked hard there by Grover. Backhanded towards Humiston. Did he get it? No. Again, Charlie Smart stoning that one in inside the crease with his 2 gloves. A little bit of pleasant exchanges going on between the 2 teams. Heat is still there from the first 20 minutes. The intensity really was turned up a notch. Kudla from right point, fires it off towards the net. It's no avail. And another save, this time off the wrist shot of Piefer from Charlie Smart. As we mentioned, a big weekend on FRS Sport. And another big game in the Waffle coming up. Fremantle Oval, a big, big game in the context of this season. South Fremantle taking on Swan Districts from 2 o'clock. Make sure you're tuning in for that. But here at the Coburn Ice Arena, both teams desperate for a goal. Still 0-0 with 5 minutes to go. On the CD Dodd scoreboard, Natman one-on-one with Kazala. Whoa, Kazala into the boards there by Natman. That was good checking. Lost the stick in the process, and he takes him with him. Referee not waving the hands there. They say get on with it. It comes out to Humiston. Humiston out wide towards the net. Second chance, tip in, no! Oh, Cooper from point-blank range couldn't get that one to go. Jackson tries to flick that one towards the net, but the defensive pressure of the BlackHawks really telling. Cooper fires it off to Jackson, goes back to Cooper off the post. Piefer almost got a head-high check there as soon as he got it out. Jackson, oh, again he got cleaned up by Grover. Cooper, a bit of stick checking there on Grover. Comes out to McDonald. Spencer. Back to Jackson, fakes the pass. Eventually fires it off to Sedenko, backhander, back to Jackson. Jackson plays it behind the goal line now. He's got Grover and Spencer. Comes out to McDonald. McDonald gets it back. Jackson. Comes out to Chilaru with the defensive turnover. It's a blind pass. Piefer with the backhander. Showing some initiative there. Jackson. Lost control of it at the worst moment. The BlackHawks through Kazala are able to get it out. Hillier. Hillier goes for it. Whoa! Off the body there of Dewar. And the BlackHawks rebound through Sack. Can they go to Hillier? Whoa! Head-high check right away. Hillier on Sedenko there. Plenty of heat and plenty of tension there. And it is stopped in their tracks by Dylan Dewar. Making a good save inside the crease. They're letting the play go on. The referees, they're letting him play, putting the whistle away at key moments. It's great to see, I must say. The action really immense on this Friday night here at the Coburn Ice Arena. They turn on the great crowds here. Cooper puts it back to Kudla, and Cooper gets it back. He has Levesque in space on the outer wing. Almost a blind pass. Off the boards they go. Great play to McDonald. Cross ice to Levesque. What can he do? He's forced back. Kudla. Voice pass towards the outer wing. Cooper. Almost been swiped from it. Levesque tried to move it forward. It gets it back to Cooper. Pumps it out. McDonald losing control. Whelan. Great stick checking by Whelan. Can he go to the path of Cuthbert? He does, but Whelan, open ice pass, but it's covered off by Piefer. McDonald tries to go along the wing. Cuthbert pushes it back onto the defensive zone for the Vikings. Kudla. Behind the goal line, manning it steadily. Off the boards, Cuthbert again. And he got cleaned up by Piefer. Kudla and Campbell. Kudla does well, he's got great speed. Plays it off to Levesque, but just out of his reach. Referee waving the hand. No icing call. It was a bit too late to make a decision in that part. Whoa! Miles got hit in the back there by the fellow number 12 in shade, but they get on with it. Comes out to Levesque. Inside the tip-in coming from McDonald, but not to the back of the net. Natman. Plays it back. Campbell with a good intercept. He's up against McDonald. Natman again. Blind pass. Taken out by Whelan. Whelan from way out yonder. Wow. Good save and flicking that one out to Sedenko. Now the Vikings can get going immediately. Levesque and Natman. Natman with the open ice pass. With less than 40 seconds to go. in this second period. An icing call will be made. The BlackHawks are possibly their most important chance of this second period now. Crucial face-off coming here with 20 seconds left. Kazala. He flicks it forward, but only as far as Humiston. Turned over. Hillier. Cross ice to Sack. No! Almost. Inside goes Hillier. From centre point. Back on the centre ice. 5 seconds to go. Grover gets it out to Sack. He got cleaned up by his defenseman. Humiston goes down, and the buzzer goes. Still no score at the end of the second. Both teams very desperate, though, as the BlackHawks and the Vikings look to break that deadlock here at the Coburn Ice Arena, but just who will do it in the final 15 minutes of what has been a really heated game in round 23. Don't you dare go anywhere. More action from the Coburn Ice Arena short.
Shatterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shatterguard.com.au.
Nil all after 2 here at the Coburn Ice Arena for this round 23 clash in the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. As we go to the CD Dodd highlights here. Again, it was a game where it could have gone either way this second period. Both sides had plenty of chances to score, but they just weren't able to convert their chances to the back of the net. Piefer got plenty of the puck for the Vikings, so did Knapman. And even without players like Hamilton and their rookie Skylar Lowe, Vikings have been able to get plenty of key contributors to set up chances and manufacture those second chance tip-ins, but unfortunately for them, they haven't been able to go to the back of the net. The BlackHawks have done the same, and that was for the first 10 minutes of that second period, and many would have thought that the BlackHawks were going to be on this ascendancy to get that first goal on the board, with Cuthbert, Hillier, Davidson and Whelan playing well, and also Ben Williams, but also they were able to peg the Vikings back in the first 10 minutes and the shots on target, but it ended up 17-14 in favour of the Vikings. What will these final 15 minutes tell us in this round 23 clash? Keep in mind the Vikings have to play twice in 3 days. So are they trying to take things easy ahead of that big Sunday game against the reigning champions, the Flyers Blue? We're about to find out if that is the case. Or it's the story we're about to get the third and final period underway because McDonald do battle in this all-important face-off. It's go time. The Vikings get first use of it. Piefer played it forward towards the goal line. Sack got first to it, but a nice back check towards the end boards by Cooper. One of them goes down, and that was Chalaru. Cooper behind the goal line, looking to manufacture a chance. McDonald was first to it, but it was turned over. Sack has got Hillier for support. Sack goes for it himself off the right post. Hillier looking for a chance, but got turned over. McDonald was the one that inflicted such. Great spin by McDonald, faking out his opponent. Pushes towards the slot, but it's fended off by Chalaru, who couldn't control himself. He slips and falls, but he's able to get it out to Hillier. Hillier to Sack. Immediately goes cross ice to Kazala. Now they have a chance. Kazala shoots. Off the chest of Dwyer, and it goes in. Kazala lands on his opponent's back. But his opponent there, that being Jackson, well, he's A-OK. Gives him a nice pat on the back to go on with. But in a very sporting fashion indeed, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. That was one of their best chances. It was all set up by that clever cross-ice pass to Kazala. Went for it from outside the house. But Dylan Dwyer stopping that one in his tracks with a very solid save indeed. Campbell wins it out. Lays it out to Davidson. Williams. Cross-ice turned over Natman, and now they are on the move. Levesque. What can he do? He goes inside the slot, goes out wide to Humiston. No! Off the gloves of Smart. BlackHawks turn it over. Williams. Penetrates the side, he goes for it. No! Too much power on that one, and it went onto the net above. That's two good chances that the BlackHawks have had, but have been frittered away. And I hope you're enjoying what has been an exciting contest thus far, whether you're at the arena or watching our live broadcast anywhere in the world via Front Row Screen Sport, your number one in 2021. Face-off comes out to Williams. Just off the right post. Very unlucky for the BlackHawks there. Campbell fires it back to Williams from centre point. Goes with a backhander. With the slot safely guarded by Sedenko. Good defending. But they're under a lot of pressure now. Sedenko fakes the pass, and now he gets it back. Just lost control at the worst time and left Dwyer under considerable pressure there to make the save. I have to say, that's a rare lapse from Sedenko in keeping the puck all to himself there. Just lost his footing at the worst time. And the puck went loose, and Dylan Dwyer just had to stone that one in to save his team's bacon. Puck immediately straight towards the goals, and it's a score! Out of the face-off, the BlackHawks manufacture a goal from nothing. And the BlackHawks lead at 1-0. Here at the Coburn Ice Arena, as we see on the replay, straight away out of the face-off, they push it forward. And just like that, I think that was Kazala. Yes, it was. Valentin Kazala. Been a key in attack for the BlackHawks this season. They go to the bench for the traditional goal high fives. The BlackHawks have the lead 1-0. First goal on the match after 2 minutes of the third period here at the Coburn Ice Arena. CD Dodd scoreboard reads 1-0 to the BlackHawks. And they sustain that momentum for 13 more. That is also a massive question in the context of this game and also for the season. Because remember, if they win, there is every possibility that fourth place could be sealed at the end of tonight. Because they are 1 point ahead of the Sharks, and if the Sharks lose, that's it. But anything can happen in these next 13 minutes, let alone 2 hours. Great break out there by Grover. Fires it off to Sack on the left-hand side, off the post. Hillier rebounds, no. Retrieved by Piefer. Quick fire pass to McDonald. Oh, got cleaned out with a solid check from Grover. But he recovers, he fires it back to Piefer. Back onto centre ice comes Jackson. Now Kudla will steady things now on the defensive zone. Forced into a direction change, but now he's got space to break out. Fires off the pass. He gets it back. Jackson, here we go again, and the Vikings take back response. This time it was Cooper. Well, that change on the fly, I'd have to say, was poorly timed. And that gave the Vikings an easy chance. And as we see here on the CD Dodd replay, Kudla was able to fire that one out. And then here, Spencer, making the most of the puck being loose, sees the slot and just went wham, bam, thank you, man. Mike Spencer levelling things up for the Vikings. Face-off being won. Jackson Jackson almost getting cleaned up there by Campbell. Retains possession of the puck. He gets floored, and the referee's got the hand up. Fired back to centre point. Zdenko off the glass. What can Humiston do with this advantage? Fires it back to Zdenko. Jackson from the goal line. Cross ice now. On to Spencer looking for a double. What can he do? And the referee's blown the whistle. Penalty call for interference. And it looks as though we'll have ourselves another power play. And it's against Shade.
12 BlackHawks, 2 minutes for holding.
And so the Vikings will have a 5-on-4 advantage for the next couple of minutes. And this will be an important one. With 2 goals being scored in less than a minute. The Shutterguard power play in effect. Vikings will look to get the puck out of there as much as they can to chew up the penalty time. 14 to 17 shots on target in the second period, after the second period. Kudla on to Levesque. Cooper to Kudla from centre point. Can he fire one off? Goes for it. No. BlackHawks rebound it and take it out of the defensive zone, but that's where Kudla mops it up. Clever backhander. Levesque onto Kudla. McDonald plays it out wide. Has some space for Levesque. Slap shot. No. Wide of the post. Inside goes Humiston. Second chance tip in. Stopped by Smart. And that stops the clock. As we know in under the PPL rules, third period, 15 minutes stoppage time. So these stoppage will be good for the BlackHawks if they keep having it in their defensive zone. Kudla fires the pass off to Cooper. Takes it back. Kudla goes for it. And again, Charlie Smart stoning it in inside the crease. Humiston and Campbell. Humiston won the face-off. It comes out to Kudla. Slides it towards the left point. Fires it off Humiston. No. That was Levesque, rather. Levesque flings out his opponent. He combines with Humiston, does Levesque. Cooper gets it back. Plays it straight to the goal line. Humiston into open space where McDonald is. Cooper. Nice little 180. Has some space. Releasing Kudla. From centre point. He goes for it. Nobody home. Humiston down low. Out of the scramble. BlackHawks retrieve it. With 20 seconds left on the power play. No icing call will be made. Kudla recovers it. Out of the defensive zone. Can break out here. Good protection from Cooper as well. Inside the slot. Whoa! Fantastic play there from Williams. Forcing Cooper out of the slot. Pieper, wide of the post. McDonald looked to go cross ice there to Miles. But Hillier recovers. Voice pass, a blind one, turned over by Pieper. He himself commits a blind pass. It comes out to Hillier. Cross ice, onto Sack. Not in time. Hillier out of the scramble, couldn't get the tip in. Great defence there by Spencer, forcing it out of the defensive zone now. Miles just out of his reach of the puck. Miscommunication there, the puck into open ice on the wings where the team's making the changes on the fly as we speak. Jackson slows it down. What can he do? Goes towards the slot. Open space, but safely guarded by Kazala. Where are they going to use it? They go to the open space where Davidson occupies. Davidson's pass, a blind one. Turned over. Jackson. Jackson goes for it. No, off the pads are Smart. And into the net above. And a face-off will ensue with 8.5 minutes to go. This game really turned up a notch in terms of the excitement. McDonald thrusts it forward. but it's out of the defensive zone through Hillier. Natman takes control of the puck, turned over. Campbell has the opportunity, but he's pressured by Sedenko. Got pinned to the end boards. Campbell needs to keep it in front. He does. But he's pressured again by Sedenko. That's great defensive stick checking by Sedenko. McDonald. From the defensive goal line. Plays it out of the wing. And now the Vikings in a mission to take the lead for the first time. But the Blackhawks, they want it back. After conceding the equaliser. Levesque barges his way forward. Goes past one, goes past two. Couldn't get past the third. And that was Grover with that brilliant shot block. Comes out to Captain Kudla. With 7.5 minutes to go. Rebounds it off the boards, but only as far as Grover. Shade. Cross-ice pass. Whelan just out of his reach, and the Blackhawks again lose possession. Levesque out to Kudla. Cross-ice finding Cooper. Now McDonald's on the charge. McDonald. Oh, he's forced out of the slot there, out of the doorstep. Piefer out wide, off the backhand. McDonald in the side, the second chance. Cooper, no! Again, the Blackhawks defence holding up well. The barrage of chances that the Vikings have had. Sack. Does he go to Hillier? He does! From the slot, he scores! Scott Hillier takes back the lead for the Blackhawks. And with less than 6 minutes 50 to go, the Blackhawks lead at 2-1 on the CD Dodd scoreboard. What a great setup from Sack onto Hillier. Hillier went for the wrist shot, and as we see on the CD Dodd replay, big rewards out of this setup. Hillier off the cross-ice pass, and wham! A marvellous goal by the Blackhawks. That's a team lifter for sure. And the Blackhawks take back the lead. 2-1 with 6 3/4 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. What a finish we have in a game that has really had everything. Sack, back check by Piefer onto the end boards. Puck is opened up. Jackson. Nice little 180, keeps it in front. Now it's a scramble between himself and Shade. Shade won it out. Comes out to Sack. Hillier, can he do it again? From the edge, no. Ricocheted off Piefer. Hillier, open ice pass towards the goal line, but that's where Jackson's going to take it and keep it in front, release it quickly. Kudla. Good control by Kudla, under tremendous pressure here. Opens it up, exposing some space where Humiston was, but that's quickly occupied by Chilaru. Not for long. Humiston goes for it. Outside the doorstep. Smart blocks it off the post. And the referee waving the hand and blowing the whistle. We'll have ourselves a face-off as a result. Under 6 minutes to go. 2-1, the Blackhawks lead. The Blackhawks hang on. Then it'll likely seal a finals berth, and we'll have our top 4 set. But the Vikings either can steal the win or rescue a point, then 4th spot is still alive. Natman under tremendous pressure from Whelan. Rebounded by Campbell. Penetrating the mid-slot. What does he do? He's pressured by Natman. Forced out wide. Great play by Natman. Buys it off to the inner wing. Grover plays it back to the boards. And that's where Natman will come up to meet it, but he's being met by Campbell. Line pass turned over McDonald. They go cross ice. Back to centre ice. Grover. Hillier. Beautiful cross ice pass onto Cuthbert. Cuthbert from the mid slot. No, it ricochet off Sedenko. Piefer. Nice check on the end boards, but the Blackhawks still have it. Campbell. Trying very hard. Gets it out wide, but it's turned over. McDonald. McDonald plays it to the wing. There's Miles on centre ice. That's where they go to. His first game for the Vikings this season. And now the Blackhawks again manufacture a defensive turnover. Sack. What can he do? Goes. No! Off the pads of Dewar. Rebounded by the Vikings defence just out of McDonald's reach. Referee got the hand up, but being waved off. In fact, no, it's being made. Well, I find that an interesting one because the player in question, Shea, took possession of the puck before it went over the second line. Nonetheless, it'll go to the BlackHawks attacking zone, so they'll be happy with that at least as we go on the CD Dodd replay. As we see here, they did put the hand up even before it was in possession, so good call in the end made. But I found that interesting at first, but nonetheless, on the BlackHawks attacking zone, Kazala keeps it in front brilliantly. It's on to Hillier. No! Down low goes Shade and sack. Out of the defensive zone. Levesque tried to keep it in. Williams with the turnover. Penetrates the slot, but there's a 3-on-1 scramble in favour of the Vikings and they win out. McDonald faked the shot, but he lost the puck in the process. Gets it back only briefly. Sack with a brilliant turnover on defence. Open ice pass from Shade. No icing call. Hillier tried to centre it to Sack, but it was a blind pass, so no go zone enforced by the Vikings. 3.5 minutes to go. What's been an electric game here at the Coburn Ice Arena as another call is being made. Humiston wins the face-off. It comes out to Spencer. Kudla hoists it back to the goal line. Jackson will be first to rebound it. Nicely handled. Jackson on to Natman. From way out yonder, doesn't get it. Inside the slot goes Humiston, looking for the tip-in. No, he got cleaned up by Williams. Physicality showing its worth. Humiston from outside the house, tried to go to the slot, looking for the tip-in. Jackson rebounds it from behind the goal line. Where does he go? He can go to Humiston. He elects to go to Kudla from the left point. Hoist shot towards the goals. Jackson inside. There's a scramble for it. Players down. Spencer was the only one that got up. And they can't be separated. And again, pushing and shoving. And, oh, here we go again. Jackson and Hillier getting involved as the tension really starts to mount again. This game has had absolutely everything here at the Coburn Ice Arena. My goodness. Referee's just deliberating with the players and still the pleasantries being exchanged. And the referee's just signalling to the players where to go. By the looks of things, a timeout has been called in effect as a result of that real pushing and shoving match both teams exchanged themselves in. It looks like players will get sent to the box. Kazala was involved, so he will be the BlackHawks player to go into the box, and he'll spend the next 2 minutes in there, and he won't come back until the last minute of the game. Sean Cooksing having a chat with the referees as well. And there, Humiston putting his hand up. And, well, looks like he's going to go into the box. Yes. Yes, he is.
That was a fucking joke.
He'll go into the box as well. And for the next 2 minutes, it'll be straight up 4-on-4. It's going to make these next 2 minutes very interesting indeed. Here at the Coburn Ice Arena, the heat really evaporating in these last few minutes. The BlackHawks looking for their 4th win. The Vikings looking for their 7th win of 2021. Still the delay goes on. Face-off is about to proceed now after that delay of the game. McDonald and Sack. So here we go. All or nothing now. And Kazala exchanging words there with Cookson, so that's why we had that intermittent delay. The referee's just telling them to ease up a bit or risk a further penalty. And so we should be on again. Here we go. Face-off being won by the Vikings. They'll look to slow down the tempo here because they played that fast-flowing game for much of it. And it's almost backfired. We've still got 2.5 minutes to go. Campbell turns it over to Natman on the defensive zone. Natman flicks it back. Captain Kudla being the defensive general tonight, but he lost it. Put the mockers on him. Turned over by Campbell. Oh, tried to go for the cross-ice pass to the path of Sack where he could have gone for that tip-in, but it's just out of his reach. McDonald, great backhander onto Levesque. Blind pass, turned over. Campbell, he has Sack in support. He doesn't go there, but loses it. Kudla, the skipper. Fires it out to Levesque on the outer wing. Back to Kudla. Wrist shot. No, great save, smart. Important save at that. And we'll have ourselves a face-off on the outer circle. Less than 2 minutes to go. What's been a thwartering contest. Puck comes back to Piefer. Piefer goes for it inside the slot. No. McDonald fires the puck back to Piefer. Inside. Levesque look to go through. Smart goes down low and makes another good save. The Blackhawks letting them know about it. Both sides will make a few changes on the fly now with just about a minute still left of this penalty. The Shutterguard power play once again in effect. Jackson, oh, he barged his way in to the slot looking for that shot. But to no avail. Spencer fires it off again to Jackson. Has limited space. Jackson, oh, just wide of the post. Sack tries to sweep it out of the defensive zone, but he's caught by Piefer. On to Spencer. Slap shot. Good save, Smart. Almost over the line. That could have been possibly the leveller. Jackson gets taken out there by Grover. Open ice pass back onto the centre. Inside the last minute of what's been an electrifying game. The pass out to Jackson, just out of his reach. Grover with the intercept. Cross ice towards Campbell. He's up against Sedenko. Sedenko wins it out. And finds Piefer. Piefer, beautiful cross-ice pass onto McDonald. With the power plays now killed off. Back to 5-on-5 for the last 40 seconds of this game. Sack with the intercept. Goes for it. Can they seal it here? He's got it! Tomek Sack scores, and that seals the win for the Blackhawks. Tomek Sack set up the goal for Hillier, and now he scored a solo goal himself. As we see on the CD Dodd replay, follows up a great intercept and goes towards the net and gets the third one for the Blackhawks. That is a magnificent setup for Sack off the turnover and backs it up with a nice shot into the net and says thank you and good night. The Blackhawks will get up and takes their fourth victory of the season. 30 seconds to go out of this face-off. Humiston, the goalie's being pulled out, but it certainly is well worth the risk now. The Vikings can take control of the puck for the last 20 seconds. Natman. Cross-ice pass is a blind one. Kudla protecting the slot at all costs. Humiston loses it in there. Kazala towards the goal, and Kazala scores. Kazala gets himself a double, and only just the Blackhawks are still alive. We got ourselves a thrilling climax here as we go to the CD Dodd replay. As you see there, cross-ice pass, blind. Kazala knew where the open goal was and went for the wrist shot almost immediately. And the Blackhawks go for it 4-1. For the Blackhawks, they'll be tasting that victory even more. Face-off comes out to Hillier. Wait for the buzz-up. The Blackhawks make it win number 4. In 2021, they scored 4 goals to 1 in what was an electrifying contest. The scoreboard may seem anticlimactic, but that hour and a bit of ice hockey was very tough, very heated. It had just about everything. In the context of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League and the BlackHawks, well, it looks as though their final spot is all but sealed. The Vikings, well, after that 3-0 defeat of the BlackHawks last week, the tables well and truly turned on them tonight. As we go to the CD Dodd highlights of that game here at the Coburn Ice Arena, as I said, it had everything. Tempers flared, action aplenty, and a lot of physical action. And as we see on the CD Dodd highlights, everything we expected and more in this round 23 clash of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. A double to Kazala and singles to Sack and Hillier. Well, on behalf of the Front Row Screens team, Ryan, Matt, also Ivo on our cameras, Paul Persick wishing you a very good evening. We'll see you in about 15 minutes' time for the second game of round 21. It sees the Sharks desperate to keep their finals hopes down to the last round up against the Flyers Orange, fresh off the bye and looking for win number 10. We'll see you then.